Welcome back to the Texas Top 50 BBQ Tour, where we travel all over the state to try barbecue off the Texas Monthly Top 50 list. In episode 3, we visit the iconic Louie Mueller Barbecue in Taylor, Texas. Will it live up to its number 5 ranking in Texas Monthly? Let's find out. So we're going to start with the brisket, but first I'm going to give you a pro tip. The main dining room is like 4 million degrees, but there's a door that goes into a little side room, and it's like a perfect 70 in here. So don't sweat while you eat. Wait until the meat sweats hit you afterwards. Let's look at this amazing brisket. This is by far the best looking brisket we've seen. Look at that amazing crust. And then look at that smoke ring. It is really serious on this one. There's nothing left to do but try it. This is what they're famous for. This is the dish if you're coming to Louie Mueller's. Wow. That is the best brisket I've had. This is the most moist, it's the smokiest, it's got the best bark, and it's got the most rendered fat. It's not a chewy, gross, gelatinous thing. This is an absolutely integrated into the meat to just give it a beautiful, delicious, rich, really good flavor. Another thing that they are absolutely just revered for is their pork ribs. So I can't wait to taste this. You can tell on this bark that it has a lot more than salt and pepper. It definitely is gonna have more flavor out of the seasoning than a lot of the ribs we've had. Let's try it. Oh my gosh. I feel like a broken record. This is the best rib we've had on the trip so far. It's smoky. Just look how pink that meat is right there. It's all smoke flavor. And then that bark really does have a ton of flavor. It's tender, but it's still got bite. I mean, this is the epitome of what you're looking for out of a rib. I'm starting to understand the hype because this is some of the best barbecue I can imagine eating anywhere. This is an amazing rib. Now it's time for sausage. Now we got here kind of early and they were already out of jalapeno sausage, so get here as early as you possibly can because this stuff sells out quick. I'm really excited to try the sausage. We've kind of had the gamut on what sausage can be in Central Texas when we've been here this week, so let's try this out. Yum. That's really good. That's funny. Baker Boy's super coarse. Kreitz, really fine. This one, kind of right in the middle. Really good chew, really good snap. Lots of pepper. And I mean a lot of pepper flavor here. I really like this sausage. It's very good. I think it kind of falls middle of the pack, especially with the quality of these other meats that I've gotten. I always order sausage, but if I were to come back here, I'm not 100% sure I would do it because the brisket and the ribs were so killer that I just kind of feel like while it's good, it's not something that's like stop worthy. Like you're not coming here just for the sausage, but it's really, really good addition. Now it's time for the wild card, and boy, do we have a wild card today. I ordered a beef rib, which I've done a ton of times, but this thing is like 3 or 4 pounds. Besides the sticker shock, just the sheer size of it, my first thought was, I don't want to run into that cow. I've always wanted to try this. I've never had a beef rib big enough to do it. So let's see if we can pull this bone. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Straight out. That is so insane. This is such a cool barbecue experience. You know, sometimes you see things and you just never get to do it. I'm so happy that I finally got to do that. But we're here to eat, not play. So I wish I had thought this through because now I don't know how I'm gonna eat it. I guess we're just gonna, wow. Wow. That is so flavorful. It's got this really rich flavor to it. And then you've got the salt and the pepper rub that has just created this amazing crunch and bark. I think it's all over my face, but I don't even care. I'm going in for another bite because that is so good. Okay, get in here close. It is just so tender. It's hard to explain how delicious that is. You get the fattiness, you get the tenderness and that moisture, but then you get that cap on top where that seasoning has just been smoked and smoked and smoked. This is the best thing that I've had at any barbecue place anywhere. I love this. This was a really, really fun review. So my beautiful wife and camera woman, don't make that mistake twice, told me that that you couldn't really tell how tender it was. So I just want to show you. Look at this straight through. It is absolutely amazing. And look at this interior. Absolutely phenomenal. That is gorgeous.
So it's my turn for dessert, and I've got the banana pudding, but I ate so much of that beef rib. I'm not looking forward to it because of that. If I had one thing to eat all day, it would be that, and I would devour the entire thing and then probably go to the hospital after because nobody should eat that much meat, but it would be worth it. So we are going to eat this banana pudding. Take a look at this. Look at how bouncy that is. Let's get in this. Wow. It's very thick, which I love. I can taste the cinnamon in it, and they sprinkle some cinnamon on top. The wafer is a little bit softer than I like. I normally like a pretty crunchy wafer, but this banana pudding is on point. It's not about the wafers, it's about the banana pudding, and it's good. The only thing I would think that I could add to this to make it a little better would be fresh bananas. So this is really great.
Louie Mueller had a really good day taking first place on the ribs. They also took first place on the brisket. That was the best brisket I've ever had in my life. On the sausage, they came in fourth, but again, so deceiving because it's all been so good. And the last thing is the wild card, Louie Mueller once again in first place with an incredible beef rib.
All right, guys, it lived up. The legend is true. This is some of the absolute best barbecue in Texas. Be warned, the beef ribs are huge, and you might be surprised. Mine was $70, so if you come, ask for a smaller one unless you're feeding an army. But it was the best piece of barbecue meat I have ever had in my life. The ribs were phenomenal. The brisket's the best I've ever had. I mean, this is a must stop if you're a barbecue lover because this was phenomenal. This is my favorite stop so far on this tour. We still have a few to go, so I'm really hoping we can find something that'll beat it, but I have my doubts.
Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications.